murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Art of Political Discourse. Let's get right to it. Homelessness. Homelessness in Los Angeles County is a major yet recently stabilizing crisis, with the 2025 count finding 72,308 people experiencing homelessness. And this is driven by the high housing costs, economic inequality, and the population is largely unsheltered, with roughly 70% living on the streets or in vehicles. Again, the homelessness breakdown goes as 72,308 people. Okay, the unsheltered, roughly 70% of the total population. The youth, while specific up-to-date total percentages are often undercounted, youth homelessness has previously shown significant spikes. That is, let's say 24% increase in a single year. That would be 2025. There's no telling what the statistics are here in 2026 going into the first quarter of the year. Chronically homeless individuals, often with severe mental illnesses or substance abuse issues, make up a significant growing portion of that population. I have at our disposal a clip I want to bring to the people to shed more light on this issue, on this crisis that is affecting not just downtown Los Angeles, but all areas of Los Angeles, or the greater Los Angeles area and its counties. Every time you look up, there is what they call tent cities popping up everywhere. We find mobile homes, just parking along the streets with homeless, the homeless outside on sidewalks with their tents. Again, though, to bring us context to this issue, I want to instill a clip that we found in the timeline we thought was very significant. Before we get to that, please like, share, comment, follow, and subscribe to the Art of Political Discourse. Your viewership and participation with this channel would mean a lot to us, and that we can continue to bring you informative and educational updates, news, or information to better help you. So again, thank you for your participation. Let's get to this clip. And just so you know, this clip is courtesy of Nick Shirley. Well, anyway, there are actions to resolve the problem. At least that's what's being said in terms of the homelessness, and the homelessness, including the youth or our children who are on the streets. The increased housing, it shifts towards non-congregate shelters like hotels or motel conversions and tiny homes. They also have what they call a rapid rehousing. This increased funding for rapid flexible assistance to move individuals into permanent housing, the coordinated outreach, enhanced field-based services, including mental health experts to connect with people on the streets. I think that's a very significant way to go about dealing with that. That shows that, some effort is being applied to this crisis. Well, there's this thing, master leasing. It is the LAHSA, Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, is leasing entire buildings to release the time it takes to house people from months to days. The prevention, though, I think is another problem or part of the problem that needs to be addressed. The California Policy Lab notes that the use of proactive targeted interventions in financial aid to prevent people from becoming homeless in the first place is something that's put into place. So, yeah, you want to get to the issue, the core of the problem. Why does this occur? How do people who are previously housed or have homes end up homeless or on the streets? This is something that needs to be addressed so that you don't see this as often as much as we do nowadays. Well, I wouldn't think it is. I've never been homeless. If you just look at the situation in the streets today, especially downtown Los Angeles, I'm down there quite a bit. There are a lot of homeless people down there, and for the most part, what we witness with these people is a lot of mental health issues, or again, substance abuse issues that add to the problem or make the problem seem that much more worse. In terms of services, things of that nature. There's a lot of issues taking place in terms of what's not being done, although the money is there to take care of these issues. The Los Angeles Homeless Service Authority owes more than 69 million in overdue payments to service providers across the region, a crisis that has spilled into the public view after a county supervisor named Lindsay P. Horvat called the agency's financial management a failure. So there's money that has been appropriated for this, but for whatever reason, the disbursement of the money to those agencies or services that provide help for the homeless have not been meted out or given out to these people. Not that it's been misappropriated or stolen. The excuse is that there aren't enough staff to take care of these issues, to get that money out to these services and to these people who need it most. That's sad in and of itself. You got this money there, but it's not being used. It's just sitting there. Well, people are constantly or continually continue to go through this homeless crisis issue. Now, whoever this guy Nick Shirley is, you got to tip your hat to the guy, and give him his medals for going out there. I think he's some type of YouTuber, some kind of content creator. But that doesn't matter. What stands out to me is the fact that he's willing to do this. Not looking at it, it doesn't seem as though he has to do this, but for whatever reason he's chosen to do this is a good, indication that humanity, man, still exists. People are still good, at the core essence of themselves. There's still goodness in people, put it like that. So yeah, Nick Shirley, man, our hat is a tip to you. We give you your medals for stepping out and getting involved with this homelessness issue, a crisis we see occurring here in Los Angeles. To have the children out there going through what we just saw, especially, man, it's not good, for the upbringing of children. It's the last thing they should be going through and seeing as a part of this homeless situation that is taking place in Los Angeles, and not just Los Angeles or the state of California, but all over the country. The homeless issue is a crisis. It is something that's real. Yeah, very wise words, man. That's him saying that the world is based upon everything. It seems though that most of what people do in the world is about greed, selfishness instead of selflessness. Here's a 12-year-old saying, hey, man, there's enough to go around in the world. So why is there a need for everybody to want more than what they can use? Huh? From the mouth of babes, as they say. So there's that piece. And in that piece, again, we're looking at, a situation that is actually almost at uh, proportions that are out of control. Today you can have a job, tomorrow you can very well be jobless, and maybe a week, a month after that, homeless. What is really causing this? What spurs, this thing, homelessness? What makes it such an epidemic, or put it in crisis proportions? It could be the economy, it could be mental health, it could be drug abuse, substance abuse, something of that nature. Fact of the matter is, this is something that people are going through every day in Los Angeles, and again, all over the nation. More needs to be done in terms of recognizing when people are in such a way, or recognizing when people are about to experience this thing called homelessness. Again, it could be employment, it could be the drugs. It could be the economy. And for the most part, I think it's more the economy than anything else. The economy than mental health issues or drug abuse, something, things of that nature. But here we are in the greatest country in the world, supposedly, and we have homelessness at this level. Says a lot about our country and our government. Again, we appreciate you guys coming in, your viewership and participation with this channel. This is the Art of Political Discourse. Please like, share, comment, follow, and subscribe to this channel. Your doing so helps us to continue to bring informative and educational information to the masses. Take care of yourselves and each other.
You can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom.